This morning, we look at the long shadow of fighting cancer, specifically when it involves children. Despite the federal funding for cancer research, only about 4% of it is set aside specifically for childhood cancers. The grim reality is that 17% of kids diagnosed will not survive. Sunday Morning's Lee Cowan takes a look at the bond forged in the battle between two families with a common enemy.
And go.
To 6-year-old Hazel Hammersley, her make-believe restaurant,
Hi, how are you?
Good.
was as real as ever.
We'd like to have a table for two.
She seemed to us a kid without a care in the world, and for this moment at least, she was. 4 years ago, Hazel was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, one of the most common childhood cancers. She went through every round of therapy you can imagine: surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and doses of drugs far larger than any small body should be forced to endure. But 6 months ago, her mom, Lauren, posted this.
Scans came back, and they could not find any cancer. It's gone.
Wait, all my cancer?
It's gone.
Even here and here?
It's gone.
Oh my God!
The news explains why Hazel was in such a good mood
Well, we have a lot of stuff.
as she played waitress for her mom and her new friend, Susan Hurd. Hurd's son, David, was also diagnosed with neuroblastoma. She now travels the country helping to get funding for childhood cancer research.
It's so nice to see you.
And her bond with Lauren was almost instant.
I think we can look in each other's eyes and see the same pain and the same hurt and the same disbelief, but we can also see the same joy and the same hope that we have that things are getting better.
What you go through as a parent with a child who has cancer is traumatic on a number of different levels. It's not easy to get through it. And so when you meet another family, there's kind of this immediate, like, yeah, you get me. You know what the deal is. Cheers to lunch.
When David's neuroblastoma hit back in 2008, the survival rate was only about 1 in 3. The odds weren't in his favor. And in 2011, at the age of only 10, he lost his battle.
When he was dying, his list of things for me to do in his absence were to continue to advance opportunities for research.
At least one of the drugs David used in clinical trials was later approved by the FDA, just in time to help Hazel get through some of her toughest moments.
Did you ever just get tired of going to the hospital and tired of all these treatments and tired of all the medications?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how did you get through it all?
Just by fighting.
And there is even more fighting ahead. In October, Hazel found out her cancer had returned for the 3rd time.
I just took my medicine.
She's now on a new drug in clinical trials that doctors say is promising.
Thank you.
It's this special soup.
The longer we can keep a child like Hazel here, the research is happening behind the scenes. There's new things coming out all the time, and there's so much exciting work being done and so many advances. But it has to be fast enough, to help Hazel.
We get to really enjoy every day with each other, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to be.
Thank you for the opportunity to meet Hazel. It was really sweet.
Two families, one disease, united in the same fight. Cancer may rob a child of their sense of invincibility, but not their spirit to beat it.
I love you.
I love you too, Mama.
For CBS This Morning Saturday,
Stay strong.
Lee Cowan, Los Angeles.